Good to see you today. We are going to be in Daniel chapter 6 today, looking into the lion's den. Our hymn is called He is Able to Deliver.
When the prophet Daniel prayed to God on bended knee, with his windows open wide despite the king's decree, and they cast him in the lion's den, his life to close, God was able to deliver him from all his foes.
Appreciate it, Lee. Wonderful hymn. Wherefore is the king so sad, and wherefore does he fast, as he thinks of Daniel, who within the den is cast? O thou servant of the living God, tell me, I pray, from the lion's cruel power can he save today? O King, live forever, and from anxious care be free, for my God has sent his angel to deliver me. He has shut the lions' mouths, my soul in triumph sings. Oh, what joy to trust for shelter underneath his wings. From the roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour, God is able to deliver by his mighty power. And the soul who comes to Jesus with his sins oppressed, he is able to deliver and to give him rest. He is able to deliver and to keep in peace till life's pilgrimage is ended and my conflicts cease. And when death, the latest enemy, shall end the strife, he is able to deliver and to crown with life. He is able to deliver. In Daniel chapter 6, verse 1. We closed out yesterday with, of course, the writing on the wall, and the kingdom now is to the Medes and the Persians. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 satraps to be over the whole kingdom, and over these there were 3 governors, of whom Daniel was one. Daniel distinguishes himself, and his peers sought to find some charge against him, and so, because they couldn't, as he was faithful, they have to come up with a scheme. And so they come to Darius, and they manipulate him into establishing a decree saying, as it speaks about a royal statute, that whoever petitions any god or man for 30 days except Darius, that he would be cast into the den of lions. And so the decree is made, and the decree that doesn't change. And so, of course, Daniel, when he hears about it, he goes to his room and he prays. And he is found there because they were looking for him. And so, sadly, he goes off to the lion's den. Darius tells him, your God whom you serve continually, he will deliver you. Verse 16. The stone was brought and laid at the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet ring. Verse 18, now the king went to his palace and spent the night fasting, and no musicians were brought before him. Also his sleep went from him. And then the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste to the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried out with a lamenting voice to Daniel. The king spoke, saying to Daniel, Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to deliver you from the lions? And then Daniel said to the king, O king, live forever. My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths, so that they have not hurt me, because I was found innocent before him, and also, O king, I have done no wrong before you. The king was exceedingly glad, and they brought those men who had accused Daniel, and they cast them, along with their families, into the lion's den, and, of course, the lions consumed them. And then Darius writes a decree that all needed to tremble in fear before the God of Daniel. For the Lord is the living God and steadfast forever. He delivers and rescues. So Daniel prospered in the reign of Darius and in the reign of Cyrus the Persian. Okay. Thought we might just look at these 3 points. The first one being in blue rather than orange. Daniel says, they have not hurt me because I was found innocent before him. And let's just look at these 2 phrases together. I was found innocent before him, and also, King, I've done no wrong before you. And that sounds so familiar, so similar to what we see elsewhere. Joseph, when he is speaking to Potiphar's wife, he's like, How could I sin against the Lord and against my master and against you? Something along those lines. The prodigal son, I have sinned before God and in your eyes as well. And it's the same thing. And so when Darius comes to him and he says, the reason I was saved is because I was found innocent. I was found innocent before the Lord. I had not done this. I was found innocent. Now he was he was going to pray to the Lord. That's the issue. This innocence, because he had broken the royal decree. The decree was you don't bend down to another god. You don't bow to another god. And Daniel, it's like he fears the Lord. So he's found innocent in the Lord's eyes. But also, it's like, King, I've done you no wrong. And so you have those two ideas. And so you have these two ideas. Think about Jesus when he was 12 years old, growing in favor with God and man. Just think about that concept. What's the royal law? Love the Lord and love your neighbor. And so you have these relationships. Now, as far as the lions, my God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths. And that wasn't too difficult for the Lord to do, was it? You know, it always impresses me in Scripture, makes an impression, when you see the animals obeying the Lord. And you could talk about the animals coming to Noah, the ark. They obeyed the Lord. You could make the same point with the catch of fish. Those fish did not just spontaneously generate. When Simon Peter and the others, when they had more fish than they could handle, the first or the second time. You make the same point with Jesus coming into Jerusalem on a colt the foal of a donkey, which no man had ever sat before. No one had ever sat on that. What that means is no one had broken that animal. And yet the animal comes calmly into Jerusalem. And so I was thinking about, just because we're in the book of Daniel, can the Lord tame the animals? Can the Lord make those lions civilized? The Lord can tame the animals. The Lord can make the animals tame. But then with Nebuchadnezzar, the Lord can also make the man wild. Isn't that interesting? I don't know, I was just thinking about it. That here Nebuchadnezzar was made uncivilized. But here the lions are made civilized. And the Lord has the power to do both. Anyway, appreciate you. Hope you have a good day. Join us tomorrow for another portion of our Daily Praise.